Tekirdağ is a city in Turkey. It is a part of the region historically known as Eastern Thrace. Tekirdağ is the capital of Tekirdağ Province. The city population as of 2009 was 140,535. There are honorary consulates of Hungary and Bulgaria in Tekirdağ. Name: Tekirdağ was called Byzanthi, and also Radistis in classical antiquity. The latter name was used till the Byzantine era, transformed to Rhodoskuk after it fell to the Ottomans in the 14th century. After the 18th century it was called Tekirdağ, based on the Turkish word tekfur, meaning Byzantine lord. In time, the name mutated into the Turkish Tekirdağ, and this became the official name under the Turkish Republic. The historical name Radistos was continuously used till today in Greek Orthodox ecclesiastical context. Location: Tekirdağ is situated on the northern coast of the Sea of Marmara, 135 kilometers west of Istanbul. The picturesque Bay of Tekirdağ is enclosed by the great promontory of the mountain which gives its name to the city, Tekirdağ, a spur about 2,000 feet that rises into the hilly plateau to the north. Between Tekirdağ and Sarıköy is another mountain, Garnos Dağı. Climate: Tekirdağ has a borderline Mediterranean, humid subtropical climate. Summers are long, hot and humid, whilst winters are cool and wet. Snowfall is quite common between the months of December and March, snowing for a week or two. History: the history of the city of Tekirdağ dates back to around 4000 BC. The ancient Greek city of Rhodos is said to have been founded by Samians. In Xenophon's Anabasis it is mentioned to be a part of the kingdom of the Thracian princes. It is also mentioned as Byzanth by Herodotus. Its restoration by Justinian I in the 6th century AD is chronicled by Procopius. In 813 and again in 1206, after the Battle of Rhodos, it was sacked by the Bulgarians, but it continued to appear as a place of considerable note in later Byzantine history. It was also ruled by the Venetians between 1204 and 1235. The 11th century Byzantine historian Michael Attaliates owned property in Radistos which he describes in his will. In the Ottoman period the city was successively a part of the Rumelia Ayale, then of the province of the Kapıdam Pasha, the Silistran Ayale, and Edian Vilaye. After 1849 it was the seat of the Sanjak of Tekirdağ. In 1905, the city had a population of about 35,000, of whom half were Greeks who were exchanged with Muslims living in Greece under the 1923 Agreement for exchange of Greek Orthodox and Muslim populations between the two countries. Tekirdağ was for many years a depot for the produce of the Edian province, but its trade suffered when Alexandropolis became the terminus of the railway up the river Maritsa. Bishopric Radistis was the name of the city during the Roman Empire and remains a titular see of the Roman Catholic Church. The diocese belonged to the ecclesiastical province of Heraclea-Sintica. Although Roman Catholic Church activity has long ceased, a Greek Orthodox community is still active in the city. Catholic Bishop St. Michael Walsh, September 8, 1949 – November 16, 1952. Manuel Alfonso de Carvalho, February 10, 1953 – June 17, 1957. Wilson Laus Schmidt, September 5, 1957 – May 18, 1962. Carlos Horatio Ponce de León and June 9, 1962 – April 28, 1966. Tekirdağ today. The Tekirdağ area is the site of many holiday homes, as the city is only 2 hours' drive from Istanbul via a new 4-lane highway. The villages of Sarkoy, Murafta and Kumbag are particularly popular with Turkish tourists. Much of this holiday property has been built in an unregulated and unplanned manner, and thus much of the coast looks overbuilt. The Marmara Sea is polluted, but there are still a number of public beaches near Tekirdağ, especially the Yeni Çiftlik beaches. Tekirdağ is a Turkish commercial town center with a harbor for agricultural products. The harbor is being expanded to accommodate a new rail link to the main freight line through Thrace. Tekirdağ is the home port of Martar and the BOTAS terminal, both of which are important for trade activities in the Marmara region. Most of the city's Ottoman wooden buildings have been replaced by concrete apartment blocks, but some are being restored or replaced with attractive houses in the traditional style, except for the Rustam Paşa Cami, built by the Ottoman architect Mimar Sinan in the 16th century, and the narrow streets that help one imagine life in the Ottoman period. The city lacks antique charm. One reason to visit is the local delicacy, the small spicy cylindrical grilled meatballs called Tekirdağ köftesi, traditionally followed by courses of a sweet local cheese and semolina pudding. The inland areas are fertile farmland, growing crops including winter wheat, sunflowers, cherries and grapes for winemaking. Thus the high-quality raki for which Tekirdağ is noted. The distilleries were state-owned until the 1990s but are now in private hands, and the wine and raki industries are undergoing a renewal. Local red wines are inexpensive and worth a taste. Both the East-West Highway and the highway north toward Muratli and Lüleburgaz are 4 lanes. There is a prison next to the Raki distillery and another north of the city on the road to Muratli. Tekirdağ is the home of Namık Kemal University, which was founded in 2006 with 3 faculties. It is located at the eastern edge of the city. Places of interest. The Tekirdağ Museum of Archaeology and Ethnography contains archaeological artifacts found in and around the province, as well as ethnographical items used by the residents of the region relating to the history of cultural life. The Namık Kemal House Museum is devoted to the life and works of the Turkish nationalist poet Namık Kemal. The Rakotsi Museum, an 18th-century Turkish house, where the Hungarian national hero, Francis II Rákóczi, lived during his exile, from 1720 till his death in 1735. Today, the museum is a property of the Hungary and is widely visited, having become a place of national pilgrimage. The Church of Panagia Rumătăcratise contains the graves, with long Latin inscriptions, of other Hungarians who took refuge here with their leader. Of all the statues of Ataturk in Turkey, the town center of Tekirdağ holds the only one that was made exactly life-size. Notable people: Phaedimus of Byzance, ancient Greek poet; Namık Kemal, Turkish nationalist poet; Francis II Rákóczi, Hungarian prince and national hero; Bekri Mustafa Pasha, Ottoman Grand Vizier; Tekirdağlı Hüseyin Pehlivan, Jali Gurs champion; Sezayeli Gazi Hassan Pasha, Karchadua Paul Garabedian, Armenian-American United States Navy officer during the American Civil War; Barshig Kanakian, Armenian composer and musicologist; Henry Verneuil, French-Armenian playwright and filmmaker; Ardashes Harutunian, Armenian poet, a self-educated translator from French and literary critic; Rifat Karlova, Turkish comedian and actor residing in Taiwan. International relations. Twin towns. Sister cities. Tekirdağ is twinned with namesakes Tekirdağ Province, which contains Tekirdağ TCJGE, a Turkish Airlines Boeing 737-800 which crashed as Flight 1951 on 25 February 2009. Gallery.